I'm Erie Times-News online reporter Sarah Stemen. I am here with local musicians Seann Clark and Brenna Bone, who just finished their live recording here for Studio 205. We're going to be chatting a little bit about Erie's local music scene. So first of all, being Rock Erie Music Award winners, you know, what's it like to earn so much recognition, specifically in the Erie music community?
It's a huge honor. There's so many musicians in this town, and so it's really cool not only to have us all get together for one event, but to also recognize each other for our specialty,
Sure,
I guess you could say.
Sean?
I'm not good with competitions, but it's nice to see so many friends win awards and so many friends to be recognized all throughout and all I believe it's 10 years that it's been going on. So it's nice to see so many people, recognized in that situation.
Sure. Now, talk to me a little bit about Erie's just local music scene in general. Describe for me what it's like and what it's been like coming into it, I guess.
It's crazy. I haven't really been playing in the Erie music scene for that long. You know, I didn't get into music until probably my second year of college, which was like 4 years ago.
Right.
So it's just, I've met so many people. People like Sean have introduced me to so many different types of music, so many different styles. So that's really cool. I feel like everyone in this town just, helps everyone and helps broaden everyone's music ability. And
Right.
so that's really cool. We all help each other out.
Right.
I've been a part of the scene for a while in different genres.
Sure.
I've found that it's a really tight-knit group of musicians. A lot of them have each other's backs. A lot of them will praise the other ones, say that they have merch from the other guys, play on each other's albums, play in each other's gigs. Right. And it really comes down to the Erie has a wonderful music community, a lot of great talent and a lot of different genres. So for all of us to come together, I think is just natural for us around this area.
Sure. Sure. Now, something that I think a lot of people are wondering, do you prefer recording a live performance like you just did, or do you prefer recording in an album type studio setting?
I prefer recording in a studio setting. This is live, so it's like you do it now, you do it right. And I don't know, the studio's fun. It's just somebody might hear something a little different, so they might say, hey, let's try this on the track. And so I think that's really cool, taking a raw song from just your acoustic guitar and your vocals, taking it in the studio with other people and, seeing their side of it and just watching it form into this beautiful piece of art.
Sure. What about you, Sean?
I'm a little bit of both. I love the idea of a no-net situation whenever you're doing live. It pushes an artist, some people, some artists to a new level. You might do something that you're probably scared to do, but it might sound fantastic, or you might fall flat on your face, or So
Right.
I like the idea of both. I like the studio setting because you can obviously build a song out of something, but something like the live, it's an endorphin rush. It's a complete drug to play something raw.
Right. Now let's talk songwriting. Where do you pull from? Where do you get your influences from?
Oh, well, I write like a country artist, so my favorite country artist is Carrie Underwood. She's like my all-time idol. But I don't know. It's just, I think I personally pull from like life experiences. A lot of my songs are from, which I guess you could say everyone does that, but a lot of my songs are very personal, and somebody might be like, oh, I wonder what that song's about, when I have like a direct story from it. So that's where I kind of pull my songwriting from.
Sure. What about you, Sean?
I'm poetry based. I was a kid in high school who would jot down all these love poems for these girls I was in love with who never be able to tell them. So it's all right. It worked for my favor. It wasn't all like that. I wasn't the geeky guy. I was just saying I just had all these ideas. So mine's more poetry based. But I do feed off of a lot of experiences of my life and put it into even stuff that may not even be my life per se, but somebody else's. I'll use it or borrow it or make it, a character. I know my wife sometimes asks me, like, who are these love songs about? Because that sure is not me. No, and it's like, it's this made up, version of you, honey.
Right.
It's a lovely version of you. You're in there too, But yes, I think it's everything just all together. It's a mix.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate having you here. And make sure you watch their pre-recorded live performance. You can find that online at GoErie.com/Studio 205.